10!
What's up everybody, Zolo here. Today we're gonna go into Reiju deck lists. I just want to say, I know I haven't been making many deck lists videos lately, but I'm gonna start re-uploading those every week. I just got a little bit busy with work and practicing for store championships. So I think I'm pretty ready for my store championships, so I'm going back into the deck list. So like, comment, subscribe, appreciate all the help, people watching the videos. And yeah, we'll get into Reiju, which is the deck list that we're doing today. So this deck list, for starters, leader 5000 power, 4 life leader, blue purple. Your turn, once per turn, when one of your Dawn cards on the field is returned to your Dawn deck, draw a card. So for people who don't know, this is the deck list that I kind of play around with pretty much every set. This is probably one of my favorite decks since I started playing One Piece. I never played it in its heyday when it was kind of ruling the meta. I played it maybe like a set or two after that. But yeah, this is my pet deck. So we'll get into the new cards and then I'll just quickly go over the old Germa portion of the deck list. So for starters, we have Sanji, 3 cost, 4000 power, 1k counter blocker. Up to one of your characters gains a blockable during this turn. This card is a really good addition for the deck. It helps close out games, and yeah, it's just a good card for the deck. You can play it out of Porsche if you just need a blocker for a turn. Generally, you use it towards the end of the game when you really just need to close out the game and your opponent has 0 life. Alright, next new card is we have this 1 cost Nola, 2k power, 2k counter. If you have a character with a base power of 7000 or less, that would be removed from the field by your opponent's effects. You may return 1 Dawn card from your field to your Dawn deck instead. This is mostly used for a 2k counter, but in some matchups it's really strong, like Lucy or Blackbeard or Email, pretty much any black deck. It saves pretty much every card in your deck except for the new 6 cost Senels. It's also nice because you don't mind returning Dawn to your Dawn deck, because generally you want to stay below 6 Dawn in this new deck list, just for the NLs. Next we have the new 6 cost NLs. First one, we've got the blocker NL. 6 cost, 8k power. If you have 6 or less Dawn cards on your field, this character cannot be removed by your opponent's effects and gains plus 2k power. Activate main, Dawn -1. This character gains blocker to the end of your opponent's next turn, and then trash 1 card from hand. This card is kind of like just a really great card for keeping your board alive and keeping yourself alive. You're generally trying to stay below 6 Dawn in this deck, but you do want to get to 6 Dawn just to play this card out as early as possible. And also, because this is a activate main effect, you're always going to be drawing 1 card for leader ability. And you honestly don't mind trashing a lot of cards in your deck to get them into trash, so it's kind of just a great card for the new Reiju deck. Then we have the other 6 cost NL, 8k power, same effects, 6 or less Dawn cards, can't be removed, plus 2k power. Then on play, Dawn -1. Look at the 5 cards at the top of your deck, add 1 to your hand, then rest at the bottom and trash a card. So just a big body. One nice thing is that it can grab any of the non-Germa 66 cards, and there are quite a few in the deck now, so very helpful for that. I will say Generally, you're not playing this out very early. It's more of like a late game. You need to draw a card with leader ability and find like something like Mama Ragon. Another new card that really wasn't in the deck before is Divine Departure 0 cost events. Main, you may rest 5 of your Dawn cards. If you have any Dawn given, give up to one of your opponent's characters minus AK during this turn. And then counter, you may trash a card, give a leader character plus 3k during this battle. This is really in here because of Mama Ragon, which I'll get to next. You can rest like a 13k blocker, so like new gates, stuff like that. And a good counter event too. Next we have the Mama Ragon, 0 cost, main, Dawn -2, draw a card. Then rest up to one of your opponent's characters with 5,000 power or less. Counter, up to one of your leaders or characters gains 1k during this battle. Then if you have 6 or less Dawn cards on the field, draw a card. I think this is probably just a staple in pretty much every yellow deck. There's not a lot of 1k counters in the deck, so this can help out in the early game. Gives you a draw, gives you a 1k. And then late game, you can Dawn -2, draw, and then rest. Potentially at 5 cost, 7 cost because of EGG, or a 12 cost, or even a 15 cost if you do all 3. And that's it for new cards. We'll quickly go over the old cards. We've got the 2k Reiju 4 cost. Searches top 5, trashes the rest. Really good for getting through your deck, putting cards that you need in trash. Then we have the 5 cost Niji 2k. I'm not running the baby Niji, so this is purely just as a 2k. The reason I'm running this is because you really want to find a balance between how many Germa 66 cards you have in your deck compared to the newer cards, because it feels really bad to trash a card and not gain a card with your Germa Kingdom stage. So that's one of the reasons that this is in the deck. Searchable 2k just kind of evens out the Germa 66 compared to things that are not searchable. Then we have the 7 cost blocker EGG. You get to trash 2 from the top of your deck, gain 1,000 for the battle if you have only Germa on the field. This is really just for if you don't have the rush EGG and you still need to play out a baby EGG. Then we have the Sora 2k, great 2k, and also can pull out baby Germa 66 from your trash. So when you're kind of getting towards the end of the game, you can keep this in your hand for a 2k and then also play it out. Then we have the baby Reiju, Dawn -1, you get one of these 4 cost Reijus. Porsche, this is the only Foxy Pirate, so when you're looking at the top 5, you're not going to be grabbing anything else but other Porsches. But if you get a God Hand stage into Porsche on Dawn 3, you get to play out a 5k body and a 7k body potentially, or just 2 5k bodies. It's good pressure. You got baby EGG, Dawn -1, grab an EGG from trash. You're always going to want to be grabbing the rush EGG, but if you don't have any of those in trash, you can grab the blocker as well. Then we have the other Reiju, just a great card for drawing cards in your deck, potentially drawing 3 when you play this out if you have 5 or less in hand. Then we have the Rush EGG, -2k power, so you can rest something that's a 7k. And then it also gets Rush. Super strong when you play it off of the Porsche, but also just a generally strong card. And then finally, we have the German Kingdom stage. This is a 4 of 4 any Reiju deck. You're pretty much always going to be doing this unless you're just completely not running Germa 66 at all. But really good for cycling through your deck, getting the cards that you want into trash. And that's it for the deck list. Before we get into the gameplay, I just want to thank everybody for watching my videos, subscribing, We're still trying to get more subscribers, so if you have somebody who is into the One Piece game, likes kind of off-meta deck lists while also doing some more meta deck lists, and I also do pack openings, you know, let them know about my channel. And yeah, we'll get into the gameplay. Enjoy. And here we go. So first one of those matchups, got Lucy. No, probably Lucy's pretty bad unless I get that one cost. Lona. We'll see though. I have 3 of these Sanjis in here right now, so it might not be too bad. I think we gotta get rid of Porsche. Still always want to go first, always want to play stage out, pretty normal stuff. And then we do have some like purple and L stuff in here, along with Divine Departure. So we can rest pretty much anything. We're gonna trash that. We're gonna grab another Ichiji. Layouts. Reiju. Try to get an Ichiji in our trash. Oh, we do get one in our trash. Along with a bunch of stuff that we didn't want in our trash. That's alright though. And we'll swing for 7. Swinging 6. Will we still give him a 2K? Keep on grabbing the HEGs. Yeah, I don't know. This might be not a terrible matchup just because I go pretty fast with this deck. We'll see though. He's kind of taking a lot of these like small hits. Kind of surprised. Alright, trash to Rebecca. Don't think he meant to do that. I mean, if he takes this, then we might just go for game. next turn. Unless he plays stage, then maybe not. Okay, he was gonna block out of this one. Makes sense. So we'll kind of decide what we're gonna do after my turn, or after his turn is over. Cause yeah, I'd assume that he's gonna try to kill board, which is fine. Block that as much as possible. Got plenty of EGGs. Okay, interesting. I didn't think about that, so you don't have to trash. He's probably gonna go 8 here. Well, we have to do that, so. So I was gonna play a Nell, but I think I'd probably just play these two out. Oh shit, I should have taken that one first. Oops. Go ahead and do that. See if he doesn't block with it. Or does block with it. He's not. Just keep on swinging face. Alright, gave us a 2K. Huh. I'm not surprised he's playing the Sabo when he has this Leo. I mean, I guess the Sabo keeps 7-cost Sabo up, but alright, I would assume that he's going to play another Sabo. So we'll counter this. Yep, another Fire Fist. Hopefully he swings with Leo. Wouldn't mind that, honestly. I think honestly we just try to keep the pressure up, so we're gonna get rid of the NL. Probably keep 2Ks. Try to save board. Don't care about killing the Leo, it's gonna not do anything this game anyway. So he can block with the Sabo, but he's gonna have to give me a 2 and a 1. I mean, he's got to know that I run unblockable. There's no way. Okay, so he took it. Grabbed another Sabo. That's fine. We're gonna go unblockable anyway. So we gotta just save one of these. Because, yeah, I don't think 7k unblockable is going to be good enough. Okay, just gonna go for game here, I guess. I mean, honestly, that would be probably the best. And now he has to go for board. Yep. Alright, 6 cards in hand. Maybe I can do unblockable. We'll see. We're gonna try it out. Alright, and he gave us a card out of hand. That's actually the best. He's probably still got enough, but we'll see. It's like he doesn't. Oh, just enough. So we had 2 events, a 1k and a 2k. Betty wants to go first, I feel like. We'll keep this. Honestly, that guy should have probably won the game. And that 1k that he trashed and then took a life actually made a difference. Now this deck is probably not going to be good for me. It's really hard for me to swing at a 9k leader. But, you know, we're going to try. Yeah, I really need to find the right amount of German here, just because whiffing feels really bad when you trash a card. Probably fine giving him a 1k for this turn. To keep on cycling. Alright, now we got some ETGs. I think we still do swing here. He's not going to be at 7 Dawn yet. Yeah, so he's got to give me the 2k. Not really sure why he took the one that was rested, but fine by me. We take this one as well. This guy is 3 costs. Perfect. So 2 or fewer. Yeah. Okay. We probably just take the 2K at this point. Not going to be swinging face, unfortunately. Maybe I should have swung face there, let him give me a 2K. Yeah, I probably should have. I don't know why I blocked there. Okay, so I could play a no. But I think I want to go 9 lead, so I don't know if this is the right play. It seems like we're just gonna pull out better stuff. Actually 2K out of that. Interesting. Me, we're not going to attack with that at face anyway, so... Although, I guess you could play a Borsellino, that could be kind of bad. Okay, give us an unblockable. Whoever swing into this, nobody has like no cards in hand. Probably not. I don't have a ton of counter in hand, so we'll probably just leave it. Probably playing Bangkok Luffy, I would assume. not like this is doing much other than saving the 9k swing, so we'll do that. Yep. There's the Luffy. We do 2 6s and a 7. I'll go for board though. We might go 7 at Reiju, then 5. So if he does that, then we'll just take it. He's gonna go 5 lead. Gonna give him a 1k. So we probably just go for board. Hope he doesn't have like a Borsalino or something. Okay, so Sora might actually be better here. Because we can guarantee getting rid of Nami. Maybe we should have actually used Divine Departure on the blocker and then gone for Nami. We're gonna do this Sora play though. Really don't know what was the better play. Maybe then L was. I mean, I have a pretty good amount of counter in hand, so. Definitely gonna take that. We're gonna counter out of this. And if he splits it up right, I mean, I'm still dead, but... maybe not. Just depends on what I draw here. Depending on what he does for a Bonney swing. But he didn't clear my board at all, so... if he just plays a 10 cost Luffy, I might actually get this game. But I would definitely have to draw a 2K off of Mamaragon. Alright, so it looks like he's going for game. He had 6 to that, that's 8. We just take that. Alright, there's the 2K. Yep, he got greedy. So I think we probably, yeah, okay. Yep, he got too greedy. That's why you never greed out in this game. Emu. Oh shit, okay. This is probably not great for me. I mean, I don't know, I guess... yeah, we're definitely gonna mulligan that. We'll just play Nolan, or Nola. Stop all the KOs. And then I probably do play a Porsche. Man, it's been a minute since I played an email. We have like no emails at my locals anymore. Which, you know what, I'm fine with, to be honest. We saw plenty of them during the last meta. Yeah, we'll play out this. Won't grab anything, unfortunately. And shit, I could have had a baby. Was my next draw. That would have been nice. I guess we're gonna do that. We're gonna throw all the mammograms and the Sanjis as far up as I can. We are not gonna add anything. Alright. Here's a Mama Ragon. Still no babies, no stage. Do we ever just Mama Ragon him right now? I think we do. Just based on what my hand is. But I don't -2. Alright, we'll do this first. Do I ever pull out Sanji just right now? He's got a dawn up, so probably not. Alright, there's our first baby. We're not even going to be able to play it next turn unless we have a Porsche, though. Alright, this is not going great, to be honest. And go 7. I need to save board as much as possible. Alright, there we go. Oh, I trash. Weird as it sounds, I think I have to trash the Sanji. One of them, at least. I mean, I'm probably not saving board anyway, so... Oh, and I whiffed too. Great. It was like the worst thing that could happen. Probably just do 5, 5, 7. Let's see, he gave me a 2K. So we go 6, 7. Since he left out 3 Dawn. No reason to attack into that. Just gonna save it anyway, even if I did. So it looks like maybe he doesn't even have 10 cost Elder. I haven't seen him search it up, so... Yep, not yet. That's dead anyway, so we'll just give it to him. So yeah, I can't go 2 9s. I think this game is over already. I think we do need to kill the Peter though. Alright, so if I do this, we're at 6. Lay out that, we're at 5. I can potentially draw. I can still swing 5 into 3 there. Yeah, we'll do that. And just hope we draw 3 2Ks. Alright, there's one. Oh yeah, I forget I get to draw. Shouldn't have used my leader ability there. Alright, I guess we might as well just search for just a straight up 2K. Oh, he just immediately got up St. Peter's back. Definitely not going to save that. Need to survive. Swing 12. Think there's any way we're surviving this one though? I mean, there's a 2K. Even swing into him. He's just gonna draw the card and play a 1-cost event. I don't think it really matters. We'll do it anyway. Okay, there's the 10 elders. Was waiting for that. Oh, he's actually gonna do what I wanted him to do. It's at 8. Maybe because of his rusher. Yeah, that's maybe what it is. Their whiff. And yeah, this game is over, unfortunately. Yep, yeah, 2 more others coming down anyway. Nothing I'm doing against that. Blackbeard, the fuck?
What the fuck?
Alright, I really just need block Arnells. There is a blocker now. But if I don't have stage and don't get into EGGs either early, I don't think it'll matter. So, well, all right, that's probably pretty good. Need to find a baby EGG and then we're looking solid. And he black-holed me instantly. So it doesn't matter, we'll just pick the cooler looking one. Yeah, what do you take off of his search? Oh, the feet, okay. Grabbed another one. I guess we grab Reiju. I mean, this is already looking bad. I would need a EGG on board already. And the fact that I need to kill these Lafettes isn't helping either. Alright, there's a baby EGG, finally. Oh, okay, finally got a stage. That was probably his top life, so maybe I shouldn't have hit him. He's gonna go 8 into that. He's got 3 Dawn up. What's he doing with 3 Dawn? I mean, I guess he could KO it with 3 Dawn. So I think we probably just take it. Yep. Well, we probably just go 6, 7. Trying to remember what his 1 costs. Does he run whatever that 1 cost event is now, where you need 10 in trash? Probably does, so it's probably better to just swing twice. And so I need to save the Ichiji if I want any chance. Would have been almost, would have been guaranteed, but it'd be nice if I had a Nola stop any KO shenanigans. We're gonna take that. Grab a 2K. Don't have an Ichiji in trash, so we'll probably just go with now. You can block both of them, get a 5 or less from trash. And then he's gonna start dropping Blackbeards, although he hasn't searched any, so who knows, maybe he doesn't have one. We might as well grab the unblockable here. Although it's an on-play, so it's not even gonna matter. Maybe we just grab another NL. And try to save the Ichijis, at least one of them. I don't think we need a 2K, so we'll just grab the NL. And we will trash... We'll do one of these. And just hope he doesn't have a 10 cost. Looks like he probably does. Guess not. Alright, he's gonna black hole the NL. That's fine. We can definitely save. I think I just saved the Ichiji no matter what. Since we're gonna save the Ichiji, we'll get rid of the smaller one. I know that seems bad, but it's fine. Okay, so we got Blacker now. That's actually even better now. So we'll get rid of the Searcher. We got one Dawn to work with. Maybe just in case we pull, or no, that was, yeah, just in case we pull a Nola, we'll go ahead and down minus. We did not, so we'll go 6. And we basically just need to hope that he doesn't pull a 10 cost. What, do you counter out of that one? Oh, he did, double 2K. Alright, so probably no 10 cost unless he's insanely lucky right now. And maybe I should have taken that Sanji because he's not going to be able to lead our ability if he plays out this card. So I feel like we need to try to save board as much as possible. Okay, so he could have technically... So he can get rid of one of these. So he basically just used that to do the exact same thing without a body on board. I guess, yeah, he takes away the better one. And then he gets to swing into that, which we're gonna save. But honestly, I might have it here. Let's see. 9, 11. Yep, okay, so we got that. Yep, that's GG's. Man, I definitely shouldn't have won that if he had just pulled one tank hoss, which was his next card. There's no way I would have had that. Alright, so after the gameplay, I hope you enjoyed that. We got some final thoughts on the deck list. You're always going to want to go first, just because you want to play out German Kingdom into Porsche. And that's the curve that you get. The only deck that I think that maybe you should go second win is probably Ace, just to mess up their curve. But even into Emu, I would say go first. Some thoughts. I mean, your best starting hand would be German Kingdom into Porsche, into ETG, into Big ETG. That's pretty much going to be your best starting hand. If you don't have the baby ETG, you want a baby Reiju into one of these Reijus. One thing I will say is, because you're running two Sanjis, I wouldn't worry about trashing one if your hand kind of requires it with the German Kingdom, because you have another one. Another thing is Nola. There's a few deck lists where if you have Nola in your starting hand, you just want to keep it. One is Lucy. Bottom decking your big Reijus and your big Ichijis is pretty bad because you always want them to go into trash, so you can just pull them out again. So playing a Nola on turn 1 in a Lucy matchup is really strong. There's some other matchups it's good into. Ace is another one. Jozu can kind of mess up your deck. Blackbeard is another one that I've been seeing a little bit more of, so this kind of shuts down their whole deck. But yeah, I would say generally Nola just a 2k in most matchups. And then Lucy, Ace, very good for those matchups. I will say generally when you get to 6 Dawn, and if you had this in LM board, you just want to play it out, even if you have other options. I mean, there's certain scenarios where, let's say you need to kill something on board, so you really need to pull out a rush EGG. That's fine, but generally speaking, if you're at 6 Dawn, you want to play out this blocker now. Now, the Search NL is one card that you probably don't need to play out on your 6 Dawn turn. Generally, it's more of like a late game. If you're not finding your Mamaragons, then you want to play out the NL and kind of finish out the game. Search for the Sanji, search for the Mamaragons. When you are, let's say you're playing against an Ace, Divine Departure can be really good to close out the game with Mamaragon, because you're going to be resting one of their new gates. But also, Sanji just kind of gets past that too as well. So, Sanji obviously better, but if you need to, you can rest a 12 cost new gate with the Divine Departure Mamaragon combo. And that'll just take 6 Dawn. It is really nice to rest like Borsalinos with the Ichiji Mamaragon combo. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. I'll be posting another deck next week, hopefully Friday. I do pack openings every Monday. And then I also do shorts on TikTok, Instagram. So if you're on those social medias, check me out. Same username. I usually post my pack openings on there as well. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And peace, everybody. Have a good one.